Regrets. If I have one regret, it's that I didn't start implementing this strategy I'm going to talk about in this video earlier in my career. And this strategy not only will secure your job in the downturn, but it will also advance your career immediately and also as things get better in the current working environment. So this one strategy is going to help you secure your job in the downturn and make sure you get recognition for all the efforts you put in at work. Now, I remember years ago, and talking about regret, I worked in an interactive TV channel. And there were two of us, two directors on the main project. I was one, and I was working with this other guy. I would come in at 7:30 in the morning. I would work meetings, get really responsible for producing the whole channel itself. And Robert, the guy I worked with, he was like the expert on content. I worked like 7:30 till 7:30 at night, virtually every day. I managed the team, I managed the delivery, I was responsible for that. I worked my socks off. Robert, I'm pointing there because he used to sit next to me. Robert rocks up at work about, 10 o'clock. He's kind of sat down by 10:30 when he's got his coffee, starts doing his emails, has a bit of a chat with a few people, and then, starts work. After a while, Robert gets up, starts going up the hallway. There's a hallway where all the sort of senior leaders or senior management sat, would pop in, have a chat with them, go around different parts of the business, go into our boss, have a chat with him, drink a coffee with him. And by about 3:30 in the afternoon, when he'd finished wandering around doing nothing, he would then go off and have a meeting with someone to help with the content he was producing. Meanwhile, I was working really, really hard, slogging my guts out. When we got to the end of the project, it was delivered, and for various reasons in terms of our investment, there were a number of redundancies made at the end of the year. I think there was about 25 or 30 redundancies made. I was thinking, I am literally the key person on this project, and the project was like the main service of the business, that the company I was working for. I am definitely secure in my job. Unfortunately, I got that call, can you come into my office? Sat with my boss. He said that they're going to have to make me redundant. I was like, really? So I found myself without a job, and it was just heading into the Christmas, because that was when the year ended. Guess who kept his job? Robert. And Robert, my boss had to choose between me and him, and he chose him. Now, why was that? That was because I wasn't implementing the strategy I'm going to give you in this video, and I wasn't implementing the strategy that Robert was. And that is what this video is about. And if you want to click on in the description below this, you can get all the access to the content and the training so that you can implement this strategy too. So make sure before, when you finish with the video, click on the link under this video and get the content and action steps for this training, because this key secret strategy is the thing that will differentiate where you are, where you want to get to, and secure your job in the downturn. So let's get to the strategy. Now, I'm not suggesting in any way that you shouldn't work hard in your job. Of course, I'm not suggesting that. What I'm saying is that working hard is not enough. Working hard does not get you recognition, and working hard does not necessarily secure your job in the downturn. You do need to work hard so that you can get experience and knowledge and all those good things, but there is something else that you need to do in your career to protect your job and advance your career. And that is what we call putting in place a personal activation plan. And it's kind of like having your own marketing plan for you personally. And in the plan, it has all the people in your business environment who are who are the people that are going to secure your job and who you need to influence, people upwards that you need to build relationships with. And in the plan, you've got those people, you've got profiles of those people. Who are they? What are they interested in? What are their priorities? What are their, what benefits can you bring to them? What are their pain points? What is their social likes and dislikes? All that stuff. So that you've got kind of profiles of the people that you need to create those relationships with. You then, in your plan, you've got the strategies of how to interact with them, how to communicate with them, and not only once, but how to consistently communicate with them so that you're always top of mind with them. And it's not that you're going to be hassling them or doing things that you don't want to do. It's about having a plan with a sequence of steps that you can repeat over time to make sure that you're front of mind for them. They know what you can do, your experience, you've built your credibility, you've demonstrated your credibility. So when they're thinking about who they should get on a project, or who they should give work to, or who they should promote, or who needs to be kept when they're thinking about redundancies, you are the obvious choice right in front of them, because they already know so much about who you are, what you're doing, and the value you bring to the business. And then the third part of the plan is about building your authority sort of more wider, more generally in the company, in the industry that you work in, so that you can get recognition for your expertise, you can build your credibility, and everyone in the company values what you bring to the table. And by communicating in a systemized, strategic way, putting into place your personal activation plan means that you're really promoting yourself tactfully in a way that is attracting others to everything that you're doing. And it means that you can inform your boss, your senior, the senior managers, whoever is important in building your career. Is about really building those relationships. So by putting a personal activation plan, putting a plan in place and executing that plan means that you are more secure in any downturn, this downturn, any other downturn. And not only that, but it builds your reputation, you get credibility, and people are aware of what you're doing. So it means it will help accelerate your career as far as you want to take it. So put in place your personal activation plan and start communicating and build the relationships, and spending time each week on doing exactly this. No matter how busy you are, no matter how much is going on, you really need to be spending time working on your career, building this plan, executing this plan, and making sure that you have the relationships that you need to really take all your opportunities. And like I said, if there is a download and more training that goes along with this video, so if you haven't already, click on the link below the description and get access to all that training. And hopefully a video comes up if the technical gods are working. There should be a video now about to go with this training, the one strategy that you need to influence other people, and it sort of extends from what I've been talking today. So if you haven't seen that video, go and watch the video on how to influence and communicate with other people. And if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, then please subscribe to the channel, because we've got so much really good content that we're putting out each week. So subscribe to the channel, and I look forward to seeing you in the next I've lost all my words. Subscribe to the channel, and I look forward to seeing you in the next training.